WHGA is a community development organization dedicated to creating and preserving affordable housing throughout Harlem.
Harlem was a different place 20 years ago. West Harlem Group Assistance has been in existence for 45 years. It is an extension of activism that started out in the 1970s, and we grew into a successful community development corporation, putting our pride in continuing to only develop affordable housing for this community.
The organization was founded by a group of concerned residents fed up with landlord abuse, dilapidated housing, overall economic neglect, and disinvestment.
The people who were involved, even back then, were very, very dedicated people to the objective, to the goals of this organization.
Severe poverty overshadowed the great achievements born from the Harlem Renaissance that ushered in some of the most celebrated artists and literary geniuses celebrated the world over to this day.
Living in the community at that time, West Harlem came to the rescue of the people who lived here. They took over some buildings. There was community management. They also knew people in the community that they could use as volunteers or who could help them.
Driven by a sense of duty to the great community of Harlem that produced legendary icons such as James Baldwin and Jacob Lawrence, a group of activists charged themselves with rebuilding Harlem into a safe and vibrant community, reflecting the greatness of her people.
Aside from the obvious gentrification, which has occurred, I've noticed that due to that, a lot of small mom and pop shops have been closed. A lot of residents have been displaced from their homes, which is another reason why West Harlem Group's active participation in continuing to provide affordable housing is very important.
WHGA founders found themselves working with our nation's leaders on federal policy reform that would empower local communities with the resources required for community investment.
West Harlem, they love to deal with local vendors, especially in the community, to keep the community networking together. West Harlem Group is a community-based group. They're a housing facility, especially for low income.
West Harlem is the place to be. They are the people that help you with your resumes. They're the people that you can depend on. They are committed to the community. They won't stop until you get what you're looking for.
In 1971, WHGA was among a handful of CDCs founded in the country. With a small grant from the Ford Foundation and 2 community organizers, the organization became a hub for dozens of community leaders and activists who would eventually remake their buildings and blocks that are today the most valued and cherished buildings in NYC.
The biggest evolution of West Harlem is that we've become a poverty-fighting organization and are firmly establishing ourselves as an institution in Harlem.
Harlem today is a highly popular and desired destination for investors and corporate interests. However, Harlem's largely African American and Latino populations continue to face historic economic marginalization, making it difficult for many of the WHGA constituents to get ahead. Unemployment and the threat of homelessness continues to plague many of our residents, with our nation's 2008 economic recession causing a major setback in many low to moderate income households that had begun gaining economic mobility. WHGA's supportive services works to stem the impact of long-term financial hardships on families. WHGA's Food Hub provides healthy food, nutrition, and fitness classes free of charge to residents experiencing hardship.
I have been really impressed with is the Healthy Food Hub. I like the way it provides education to Harlem residents about nutrition and eating healthy, and it's providing them also with access to healthier food alternatives, which normally have been very difficult to obtain.
My senior citizens are asking me for fresh fruits and vegetables, which is, they've never done that before because I always take them shopping, and they get canned foods, which is what we get from the pantry also, but they're not able to get free, fresh, healthy fruits and vegetables. So the food pantry here is such a blessing.
A low-cost commercial leasing program is crucial to the dozens of small businesses that would otherwise be priced out of Harlem's aggressive real estate market. And at the heart of WHGA's efforts is a massive affordable housing program supporting low-moderate income households, low-income seniors, and homeless families with children.
The organization is appropriately named because West Harlem has been of assistance to everyone in almost every way in all of the things that they do.
As no man is an island unto himself, neither is any organization. It takes a myriad of community partners and dedicated staff, board members, and volunteers to offer high-quality programs and services.
They have very strong tentacles within the community, and they value that grassroots. So I would tell you, partner with them if you have the opportunity. Expect high standards, and they always maintain great integrity. It's about the families, the children, the future that they really serve. If you have the opportunity to support them, certainly do, and happy 45th birthday.
West Harlem has a great staff. They work very hard. They believe in the mission. And our team, our leadership team, works very hard to keep them together and keep them focused.
Here's to another 45 plus years. Congratulations, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful organization.
I want to wish Deborah Pollack, Donald Notice, and the whole West Harlem group a happy 45th anniversary. And thank you from the community, and thank you from Randolph Houses.
I wish them well on their 45th anniversary, and I hope I'm around to help them do some of those things in the future.
I wish West Harlem the best of everything. We have great leadership in Donald Notice and Ileana De La Rosa, and I know that they're going to move this agency, this organization, into a wonderful place.
The future of West Harlem Group Assistance is to continue to be a player in the community development arena, to continue to build affordable housing, run successful social service programs, and to meet the needs of this community. It gives me pride when we can walk down the street and see some of the projects that we've done and the impact that it has on the families and the residents of this community. And the organization definitely wants to continue that pride that we have in service in this community.
Empowered by the commitment of many stakeholders, WHGA envisions a future of opportunity and success for all who call Harlem home.